Welcome back. Let's make the life in the UK test simple and clear. This question fails many life in the UK test candidates. If your exam is next week, remember these 10 questions. Don't forget to subscribe. This could be the question in your exam. When did the Norman Conquest happen? A. 1066, B. 1215, C. 1485, D. 1707. Think for a moment. Correct answer, A. 1066. Explanation. The Norman Conquest happened in 1066, when William the Conqueror defeated King Harold II at the Battle of Hastings. This event changed English history forever. The Normans introduced new rulers, castles, and laws. Exam trap. Many candidates confuse 1066 with 1215. 1066 equals Norman Conquest. 1215 equals Magna Carta. Memory trick. 1066. William takes the crown. What happened in 1215? A. Magna Carta. B. Industrial Revolution. C. English Civil War. D. Union with Scotland. Correct answer, A. Magna Carta. Explanation. In 1215, English barons forced King John to sign the Magna Carta. This document limited the power of the king and established that the monarch must follow the law. Exam trap. Industrial Revolution happened much later in the 18th century. Memory trick. 1215, king forced to obey the law. Which king had 6 wives? A. Henry VII, B. Henry VIII, C. James I, D. Edward VI. Correct answer, B. Henry VIII. Explanation. King Henry VIII had 6 wives. His desire to divorce his first wife led to the English Reformation and the creation of the Church of England. Exam trap. Many people confuse Henry VII and Henry VIII. Henry VII, father. Henry VIII, 6 wives. Memory trick. 8 looks like 2 rings. Think many marriages. Which 2 wives of Henry VIII were executed? A. Catherine of Aragon and Anne Boleyn. B. Anne Boleyn and Catherine Howard. C. Jane Seymour and Anne of Cleves. D. Catherine Parr and Anne Boleyn. Correct answer, B. Anne Boleyn and Catherine Howard. Explanation. 2 of Henry VIII's wives were executed. Anne Boleyn, Catherine Howard, they were accused of treason. Exam trap. Catherine of Aragon was divorced, not executed. Memory trick. Divorced, beheaded, died. Divorced, beheaded, survived. Which document limited the power of the king? A. Bill of Rights. B. Magna Carta. C. Act of Union. D. Reform Act. Correct answer, B. Magna Carta. Explanation. The Magna Carta in 1215 established the principle that the monarch must obey the law. This idea later influenced modern democracy. Exam trap. The Bill of Rights also limited royal power but came later in 1689. Memory trick. Magna Carta equals first limit on the king. Who was the first Prime Minister of Britain? A. Winston Churchill. B. William Pitt. C. Robert Walpole. D. Benjamin Disraeli. Correct answer, C. Robert Walpole. Explanation. Robert Walpole is considered the first Prime Minister of Britain. He led the government during the 18th century under King George I and George II. Exam trap. Churchill was Prime Minister during World War II, not the first. Memory trick. Walpole equals first Prime Minister. Which war was fought between Parliament and the King? A. English Civil War. B. World War I. C. Crimean War. D. Napoleonic War. Correct answer. A. English Civil War. Explanation. The English Civil War happened between 1642 and 1651. It was fought between supporters of the King and supporters of Parliament. Parliament eventually won. Exam trap. Napoleonic Wars happened much later. Memory trick. Civil War equals King versus Parliament. Which battle defeated Napoleon? A. Battle of Trafalgar. B. Battle of Waterloo. C. Battle of Hastings. D. Battle of Britain. Correct answer. B. Battle of Waterloo. Explanation. Napoleon was finally defeated in 1815 at the Battle of Waterloo. British forces led by the Duke of Wellington defeated him. Exam trap. Trafalgar was a naval battle earlier in the war. Memory trick. Waterloo equals Napoleon's final defeat. Which war lasted from 1939 to 1945? A. World War I. B. World War II. C. Crimean War. D. Cold War. Correct answer. B. World War II. Explanation. World War II lasted from 1939 to 1945. Britain fought against Nazi Germany and its allies. Exam trap. World War I was from 1914 to 1918. Memory trick. 1939. World War II begins. Who was the British Prime Minister during World War II? A. Winston Churchill. B. Margaret Thatcher. C. Tony Blair. D. Neville Chamberlain. Correct answer. A. Winston Churchill. Explanation. Winston Churchill became Prime Minister in 1940 and led Britain during most of World War II. He is famous for speeches that inspired the British people. Exam trap. Chamberlain was Prime Minister at the beginning of the war. Memory trick. World War II. Churchill. If your exam is next week, these questions are extremely important. Download the free study guide in the pinned comment to review them again. If you're serious about passing, subscribe. I post every week. Keep going. You're closer than you think.